The Kiwi Cup is all about breaking down barriers. This is achieved with a stringent weighing system.
Every sailor is classified before the meeting, so they're classified by international classifiers.
We're examining the sailors and checking first of all that they do have a disability that allows them to sail as disabled sailors, and then we're seeing into which category they go.
What we've got is a system for equalising the weight in the class so that different people carry different adaptive equipment with them. They're also different shapes and sizes. We weigh them, we've weighed the boats and their keels and all the equipment, and we use lead ballast to equalise the weight of all of the sailors, so it comes down basically to skill, not by some who's sort of lighter and heavier.
The Kiwi Cup Regatta is being officially opened. The regatta could never have got to this point without considerable sponsorship, and Sailability Auckland was lucky enough to get billionaire Owen Glenn aboard.
If it hadn't been for Owen Glenn coming on board at an early stage, he's really helped make this thing happen by backing us and thinking that it was special enough for him to put his money into.
It's a great pleasure for us in the Glenn Family Foundation to help sponsor this event. As a Kiwi, it gives me enormous pride to see that we compete in every area that we can.
Tim Dempsey is always keen to raise the profile of disabled sailing.
Right now we've got a challenge between some of our sailors that are sailing in the Kiwi Cup, and we've challenged some of the Louis Vuitton Pacific Series sailors to come over and jump in our boats and come out and have a sail.
I'm the skipper of China team for the Louis Vuitton Pacific Series. We just had, 3 days of training so far, which we really enjoyed, but obviously first things first, we need to put in a good showing here.
The Louis Vuitton Challenge will consist of 3 races, 2 qualifiers and a final.
To hold this event here in Auckland is very good for promoting accessible sailing in New Zealand.
That was a tremendous initiative what Tim did to get these guys down here to have a sail. It was fantastic. I was blown away.
Well, they have a good feel for the boats and they don't miss any wind shifts, so we're going to have to sail well here. A lot of tricky people.
Yeah, I love those boats. It was good wind, a lot of boats and a very short course, so it was very crowded.
It's great how they can just get in it and instantly figure out what's what.
You can certainly see why they're professional sailors. They jumped in these boats first time and very quickly got up to speed and were able to sail them really well.
To be part of a sport where everyone can do it, I feel very proud of it. And I like sailing because you can sail from when you are 6 until 80 or maybe more. Some people do it for longer and in any physical condition.
Well, race 1 I finished in 4th place, first out of the Kiwi Cup sailors, and in the second race I was just out there to make some numbers up, and then in the final I came 5th, so pretty stoked.
How did it feel to be racing against some of the elite sailors?
It was pretty amazing really, because you're kind of out there racing against your heroes, so it's fantastic to have that opportunity to be able to do it.
So this is Silver Fleet's big day. We've got 9 sailors, and at the end of today we will know who's the top of the tree of the Silver Fleet group.
How are you feeling? Excited?
Nervous.
How do you think you're going to do?
My head is full of all those things I have to do, and I probably won't do any of them.
Krista has not accrued enough qualification points to make the Gold Fleet.
I'm actually only in the Silver Fleet. I'm hoping to do a second would be nice.
Krista became involved with Sailability 4 years ago through her care worker.
I actually had a case manager who was a sailor, and she started up the Mornington branch of Sailability, and she said, we need a guinea pig to go and hoist. And I went, oh, hang on, I've never been in one. The second time I went, they said, I love this. So I've been going ever since. I actually have a muscle condition called Friedreich's ataxia. Time goes on, I gradually get worse, and it does affect all my muscles. But at the moment, it's the legs mainly, so I'm quite quite happy with that. I hope it stays that way for a while.
In race 1, Krista Bailey was in 3rd place, chasing the young Angus McGregor. Limited wind and a strong tide enforced a change of course, which went unnoticed by a number of sailors, including Angus McGregor.
Officially, even though it doesn't look like it, the white boat is actually winning the race quite convincing. She's the one person that's taken the note of all the flags and notifications by the race committee and sailed the course correctly. You'll see when she rounds the back of this boat, she'll be finishing. Here we go, give her the gun. Yay!
We're the only one who went the right way, port and marking.
So I just won?
Yeah.
You just won.
Angus is 13 years old and the youngest competitor in the Kiwi Cup. His older brother Duncan is competing in the Gold Fleet.
How long have you been sailing?
Few years, about five. So yeah.
So is it your first time in New Zealand?
Yes, this is my first New Zealand trip.
How does it rate for sailing?
It's good. The tide's pretty strong, but it's good.
Boat with the blue sails has just rounded in 1st place and he has completed the course correctly this time. They're both heading for the finish now. The fellow has the shotgun ready to fire out there to signal that he's going to win the race. How did you feel?
I just went to the other side of the line and I was lucky that it paid off.
Did you take a guess or was it all tactics?
Oh, a bit of both.
Angus won both the 3rd and 4th race convincingly, but when the race averages were added, it was sadly not enough to beat his fellow Australian Krista Bailey, who took 1st place in the Silver Fleet. It's the last day of the Gold Fleet finals and the Auckland Harbour is crammed with Kiwi Cup and Louis Vuitton Pacific Series sailors.
We're here now on the final dates. We're still in Bayswater and we're running right on time.
The white boat that's coming up here is pretty much in the lead and he's actually the leader of the regatta. That's Joshua Mackenzie Brown.
Some pretty good sailors, but I'm not worried.
His closest competitor in the regatta is directly to his left-hand side there. That's Andrew May.
Race 1 lived up to everybody's expectations. Mackenzie Brown and May were having an all-out scrap on the water, fighting for 1st place position and failing to notice Duncan McGregor, who took the lead.
He looks like he's going to be first around the yellow. He's done some nice sailing at the top of the course here and come round the mark nice and clean. Mackenzie Brown in 2nd and Andrew May in 3rd place there.
Duncan McGregor and his brother Angus have travelled over from Australia to compete in the Kiwi Cup.
I won the World Championship in Canada in the 2.3. I've sailed in Kuala Lumpur and America. I also compete in able-bodied competitions at home. I'm pretty manoeuvrable, so I can just use my arms and stuff to get around the boat. I find I'm more competitive in disabled sailing in the access dinghies.
Duncan held on to his lead and took 1st place position in race 1.
You came first, was that a close race?
It was a very close race. Very close. My heart nearly stopped coming through the finish.
The first 6 competitors are capable of taking this event off. And I'm one of those competitors.
Race 2, Barry Coates finally picked up his first win of the day.
Well, I'm improving with every race. I've been sitting up there all the time, you know, up and around about 2nd, 3rd, 4th spot, you know, and it was only a matter of time for me to crack one.
In race 3, Andrew May and Chris Cook sailed a competitive race.
He's going to make a nice clean rounding. 3rd place is Tim Dempsey. He's heading in for that top mark as we speak.
But Andrew May took the gun in 1st place.
Here we go, there's the puff of smoke. That's a nice win for him. Chris Cook finished 2nd. You see that Tim Dempsey is coming over for 3rd place.
With one more race to go, the 1st place position seems to belong to Joshua Mackenzie Brown.
Yeah, the competition's pretty stiff and everybody's pretty even, and it's just a matter of who gets to the right side first and who gets the shifts the right way.
All right, they've actually started and there's quite a log jam down there. Andrew May's coming back this way again. He's really starting to put some good racing together, although Joshua's out in the middle there coming back. And Barry Coates is having a good run. He's going to go well in this one. He's certainly mixed it up. But Andrew May has sailed very cleanly. Joshua Mackenzie Brown coming into the mark here, and he's only just making it. Barry Coates here is actually running in 3rd place outright in the regatta. If Barry gets in between the two of those boats, it would give an extra point advantage to Andrew May. That might end up making the result very close and fair. And they are both taking it to each other good and proper. If you watch America's Cup racing or any of those, you will see how close the boats get when they race hard. Mackenzie Brown crossed in front of him there. That's a nice bit of sailing by Joshua. Sure, Mackenzie Brown has actually shot for the committee boat end of the line, and I reckon he's going to win this quite comfortably in the end. You were first when you came into today.
Yeah, well, I've won on the water, but I got 3 protests, so who knows?
Hi there.
Have a good day.
Bit of a mixed bag, actually. I got a second and an 8th and all over the place, actually.
I think she had 2 good races, did you? 2 good races. Yeah. What you got? What was second? Did you? Third. Yeah. Ron said second. Third? I don't know. She was up the front anyway.
Tim Dempsey and his committee and all of the volunteers of Sailability Auckland have done an extraordinary job to put this together.
In third place overall, Silver Fleet, Michael Jones. In second place overall, Angus McGregor. And the overall winner of World Champion Silver Fleet 2009, Krista Bailey.
In third position is Chris Cook. In second place is Barry Coates. And in first place is Andrew May, World Champion Access Liberty. It gives me great pleasure to award the inaugural Kiwi Cup to a Kiwi. Andrew May, well done.
A very big thank you is to go out to the guys of Sailability Auckland who have put on a brilliant event. I found myself really getting back into racing, and it's been really tight competitive racing. And it's been excellent sailing against all of you.
This program was funded by New Zealand On Air.